Okay, there we go. Hello, y'all. Looney Crazy K here. Welcome to the Looney Show. And today's video, we are actually going to be tackling homophobia within the Black community. So this video was inspired by a comment that was on one of our viral videos. Is African American culture really one of a kind?
Please go check that video out on our page, guys.
Yes, please do. Good video. So, I'm not exactly sure what it is that I said or what it is that I touched on that made this person comment this. So, I want to thank you, Black Avenger 2437. By the way, he has 710 subscribers.
Yeah. Congratulations on your page.
Yeah, for real. Great job on the page. I see we did go on your page and we saw, mostly, rappers, and what was the other thing?
Pit bulls?
And pit bulls.
I can't.
Yes. Rappers and pit bulls. That's interesting. So yeah, I'm glad that works out for you. He commented, "We are not Africans, gay dude." So, I'm not gonna lie. Normally, I'm petty. Okay, I'm petty as fuck.
Petty bits.
Petty, and normally I would go ahead and I would have commented on this on what he said. I would have went under there and I would have been like da 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 da, and we would have just been going off in the comments. But I feel like it says more about him because number one, you saw our video, and number two, you wanted to comment on it. You wanted to give us some engagement. So thank you, Black Avenger 2437. We appreciate that engagement. We appreciate your comment.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a subscriber?
I'm not sure, but we appreciate all engagement, guys. So that's important to us.
Absolutely. His 710 subscribers to our 33. Interesting, but he wants to let me know that we because he speaks for all of us in the Black community. We are not Africans, gay dude. So, number one, let's go ahead and just dismantle this comment. I'm not gay. That's number one.
Yeah, guys.
So if you listen to our past videos and why we started this page to begin with, was because we are marginalized voices within even our own community. I'm actually bisexual. So if you know what that means, congratulations. You're smarter than the average bear. But if you don't know what that means that you are attracted to both sexes, both to men and women. Sometimes it was and most of the time, not at the same time. So, Black Avenger 2437 really inspired this video because I wanted to speak on homophobia within the Black community, and I think the best place to start with it is with our kids, because in our community we always want to protect our kids. We do. Overall,
I just didn't see the importance of that statement in reference to our video. That it wasn't a conversation about our sexuality. So if we're having a discussion, because we're having discussions in our community, and these are the conversations we need to have, we weren't having a sexual orientation or gender conversation.
We were not.
So I just didn't get the relevance of gay dude. I understand. I agree with you. I don't believe that we should be called Africans. In that video, we both stated very clearly. So that just was very interesting, but it sparked up a new topic
Yes, it
and a
did.
new conversation.
Yeah, and that's why we wanted to talk about this today. Well, I was like, I kind of spearheaded this topic today.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, because it was directed towards me, so I felt it was a good idea to sit there and talk about it. I was like, not only to promote that video, but also to sit there and, I guess, promote Black Avenger 2437, because he clearly needs our 33 subscribers to go with his 710. So I don't know what the deal is. So I figured I'd go ahead and give him a little time, but not in the way that he would expect.
I like the interaction and an engagement. Hey, you listen to our video.
No, I agree. Me too. I think it's great that he listened. He didn't listen to everything. He didn't listen to any. Like he was just literally just. It sounds just like you were saying, what we were saying earlier off camera.
Yeah.
I just think he was just very annoyed with the sound of my voice.
Yeah, I felt that. I felt like it was nothing that Looney said during that podcast that would have warranted that type of response. So I felt like it was just an irritation of him as an individual.
Yes.
And what he represents, or what he thought he represented.
Right. Because most of the time it's just like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Somebody like Black Avenger 2437, he would never say this to me to my face, ever. Like most of the time, my dealings with men are pretty positive. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, I don't have too many problems. If I do, there's something else going on, and that's a whole different video.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what he's trying to say is most of that time they're actually attracted to him, and they don't know how to express their feelings.
Like I said, that's a whole different video. So, I wanted to sit here and get to kind of the nitty gritty of especially homophobia, especially within the black community. So. And I think it was a good place to start with our kids, because we're always about protecting our kids and, what's the best for our kids. We're always thinking about the future for them.
And guys, we have enough discrimination outside of our communities. So we gotta kind of start to stick together within. And that's accepting all.
Absolutely.
Because we can't afford no enemies.
We can't. We can't afford any enemies. So anyway, I found this article. This was published Valentine's Day of 2024, and it's from the Human Rights Campaign. They're a nonprofit organization. This is one of their press releases. It's called Human Rights Campaign Report Releases New Data of Experiences of Black Queer Youth. Today, the Human Rights Campaign Foundation, the educational arm of the nation's largest lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer civil rights organization, released a report in partnership with the University of Connecticut featuring data collected from nearly 1,200 Black LGBTQ plus youth ages 13 to 17 from across the country. The report presents extensive data and guidelines that can be used by parents, caregivers, school administrators, educators, counselors, and other youth-serving professionals to better understand and support Black LGBTQ plus youth. Despite some of the solemn statistics presented throughout the report, Black LGBTQ plus youth are finding the confidence to own their space by opening up to loved ones about their sexuality, most notably with their friends, with 96.9% out to their LGBTQ plus friends and 91.8% were out to their non-LGBTQ plus friends. Additionally, over half of Black LGBTQ plus youth and Black transgender gender expansive youth are out to their teachers and other school staff, exemplifying the growth needed to ensure Black queer youth know they are valued. So, I'm going to stop right there because the biggest issue I have with hearing that is that these Black queer youth are that comfortable, pretty much 9 times out of 10, you know, speaking their truths to their friends, their teachers, to the people that they deal with on a pretty regular basis. And then when they go home, the thing that's not being said out loud is when they go home, they're not being embraced by the people that take care of them. Mm-hmm. That's the most blaring statistic, thing that I'm seeing. Yeah. So there's something that we are lacking within the Black community of not protect. Also, not all. I'm not saying all. I'm saying also protecting. Those young kids between the ages of 13 to 17.
This is how I feel about it. If we as a community are affected by our colonizers and everything we have experienced is because of that, why do we not have grace against the LGBT? Because they also, their actions, everything they have experienced, even the simple fact of wanting to change their identity and gender because of discrimination. We all are affected to that. So what's the difference with them? Because they practice acts that you may not agree with, but they're still Black like you.
Right.
In America, we have to go by several different identities first to be identified, like names. Like how you got your first name, middle name, last name. Our first name is Black. Our second name is our gender. And our third is our sexual orientation. And that being said, because that's all the things that separates us, that they use to separate. We cannot practice the same ideology as our...
Yes. Mm-hmm. Ideology, yes.
As our oppressors. We have to do better. And we got to understand that we all have been affected by them. Black men, Black boys, Black girls, Black women.
All of us. It affects all of us.
And if these kids, and if we can't, you're seeing the effect go to our kin and run to our home for support, then where can we turn to? Because there's nobody out here that's going to give it to us. We got to be it for each other. I'm a straight woman, but I don't discriminate on what somebody else does, as long as they don't harm another individual, as long as they're not deceitful. That's a whole different conversation.
So the rest of this report highlights the nuance of what it means to be Black and queer in America, said Charlie Floor, Associate Director of Public Education and Research at the Human Rights Campaign Foundation. There's been a noticeable increase in Black openly LGBTQ plus youth, and more work is needed to ensure they are seen and affirmed. Our hope is this report will provide insight on how allies can provide a safe and affirming space for Black LGBTQ plus youth to live in their truth. Key findings from the 2024 Black LGBTQ plus youth report include racism, homophobia, and transphobia. 80.9% of Black LGBTQ plus youth and 83.5% of Black transgender / gender expansive youth say they have experienced homophobia or transphobia in the Black community. 74.8% of Black LGBTQ plus youth and 78.2% of Black transgender and gender expansive youth have experienced racism in the LGBTQ plus community.
Wow.
So those numbers are damn near similar. Okay?
So like, who can you turn to?
Who can I run to?
Nobody.
To fill this empty space. Nobody. Okay? Now, I know some of y'all listening like, say what? I'm like, exactly.
No, our subscribers know our podcast.
The 33 of them. The 33 of them.
And hope to get more.
Hopefully get a lot more, because we really like doing this. It's fun for us. We really have a good time. Now, religion, faith, and spirituality is another thing, another key. 63.1 of those raised in a religion said their religion is unfriendly to LGBTQ plus people. 54.5 said their religious beliefs triggered feelings of guilt and shame when they came out as an LGBTQ plus person. So basically, their churches weren't embracing them, even when they were coming to these, crossroads naturally.
Not just churches, because we got Jehovah's Witnesses and everything in the Black community.
Oh yeah, no, when I say churches, I mean I shouldn't say
places of worship.
Places of worship, because I'm like, because it's like a lot, like there's a lot of Black folks that are not Christian. So I don't want to like not include y'all either. So that's not what I'm saying. When I say churches, I really was really talking about places of worship, no matter what it is you believe. Now that I got that out the way, it's a good segue into mental health. Joke. Mental health. 53.3% of Black LGBTQ plus youth screened positive for depression. 46.5% of Black LGBTQ plus youth wanted therapy, but could not receive it. So they don't have the resources of where they live to get these, because most Black LGBTQ plus youth have grown up in poverty.
Yeah, and speaking of that goes back to most white LGBTQ can get the care and things that they need because they got insurance and gateway and layaway. So a lot, while you even trying to find yourself and you're going through these type of things, there's no support groups for you, only for your white counterparts. So once again, they have a privilege even in the LGBTQ community.
Yes. Yeah, trust me. The LGBTQI plus community overall, they don't do nothing for me. And I'm saying
you because you haven't picked a side.
But I'm still within that community because I'm the B. I'm in the middle. It literally, like, the B is literally in the middle. And you think that's, I was like, and you honestly think that's by, like, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, the community is shady. They did that purpose. Okay?
Oh, we know.
They
put the discrimination that you get.
Yeah.
You get it from
both.
No. Uno, dos, tres. Straight.
Yep.
You get it from straight women, straight men, and gay men.
Yep. Well, gay, just like...
No, I don't think lesbians really care about you picking a side. It's really gay men.
Yeah.
It's like, if you like men, you just gotta like men. You gotta be over here. You're over here with us. Like, how dare you? You know?
Right.
Still mess with women.
I'm like, that's what I'm attracted to. So, it is what it is. Now, this is the last stat. Is Black LGBTQ plus youth futures. 33.7% of Black LGBTQ plus youth want to attend an HBCU because they believe they will be more supported at an HBCU.
Yeah.
Okay? Which I 100% agree with.
Yeah, I do. I think no matter what you are as a minority, you are most supported. You can really focus on your academics and education in a HBCU. The reason why I definitely feel that way is because a lot of these other college campuses have colonizers as our professors, and like places like St. Joe's, which is a Catholic college, and it specializes in law. It has not been known to discriminate against their minority students, and given the same curriculum will be graded harshly. So you can actually focus on your degree. This is college. Things as hard as it's already hard, and now to have to sit there and worry about having to or work extra hard because your professor does not even deem that you're suitable to even take this curriculum. So it's very important for us to really kind of start to make safe spaces and to be in our space, because they do not want us there.
Yes.
And why would you want to keep struggling, going against the grain to an individual that's not going to, no matter what, see you? You'll still get the same opportunities going to that HBCU, because we all know on the application they don't really too much look at where you went to college in certain companies, just that you have a degree.
Yes.
But for our mental, because one thing we also need to talk about is how America has broke down our mental. And just living here, being in the spaces, working, going to school has mentally took a toll on us. That sometimes we just need to, extract ourselves from certain situations. And if you don't have to endure it, don't.
Absolutely. And it gets into the last statistic, and this is the most damning one, actually. This is damning. Only 54.4% of Black LGBTQ plus youth feel like they will be able to be their authentic self when applying for jobs in the future.
Oh, yeah. I get that, because
like,
guys, both me and Jonathan, our names are suitable to get callbacks, interviews on applications.
Easy. I am a nice Irish Catholic boy on paper.
And I am a French woman on paper. And also, when we get in the door, our parents also will land us the job, because we look like one of the good ones. But can you imagine being discriminated with a name? And if not discriminated with the name, then once you get into the interview, you're not passing that process. You're not getting a tentative offer.
No, and they want you to be a certain way. And the reason I know that is because of the simple fact of of what I've experienced in all the workplaces that I've been in.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of the simple fact I am not what they, I'm not exactly what they,
You have to be a certain gay.
Yeah.
To get these jobs.
Yeah, I have to be a certain gay, and I'm not that, and for them, I'm not that gay.
And transgenders really struggle.
Definitely. They do struggle.
So we have to start, not saying that the fight is over with us, but we do have to start to prep our next generation and remove a lot of these biases within our community. and
Absolutely.
start to really be here for our kids so they won't feel displaced.
And the thing is, it's like you heard how high these statistics, how high these statistics were for these kids to be sharing outside of the home. Most of them, 9 out of 10. So it means that they're not sharing it at home because there's a good chance that you know that their parents are not going to take it well, or worse, kick them out.
And as adults, we need to take accountability for this generation. They're the product of how we raised them.
Absolutely. You have to. It was like you.
We have to take accountability. They're the product of everything we have exposed them to. The internet, everything.
I just like, you know, that comment really just like, you know what I mean? I wanted to talk about some. I really wanted to talk about something that actually does affect the community that a lot of other black folks don't really think about. Because I was just like, we talk, black folks, we preach intersectionality, but we don't practice it. You know what I'm saying? We don't practice it. There's no, like, there's really no space for me within the community at this time.
And I really feel like, to be honest, if you want to date back, I really feel like that came from the colonization of Europeans because we were free people, very into ourselves, our soul, and very connected to the earth. We really did not have gender, sexual orientation, race roles.
We were doing it way before the Europeans.
Those things, those concepts wasn't ingrained in us until the colonizers to bring separation. To bring separation.
Yes, absolutely. To bring separation, to bring disillusion, to
Also being over sexualized, rape and abuse.
and
All those.
yeah, and
correspond.
we get all these. It was like, and we have all these biases. We have all these biases, like especially with, the heterosexual black community, having thoughts about me, and most, it was like in the most, the thing that gets me the most is just like, everything that comes out of my mouth, they think is a lie.
And I think this is a touchy subject. It might be for another video. But I don't think that we take into account of a lot of people's sexuality, especially in our community, is based off of abuse. Not saying that they're not born like that, but a lot of contributes to abuse.
Some of them, yes,
that
definitely.
we don't want to talk about because it's touching on the subject of men and women.
Yes, absolutely.
We're damning our kids because once again of actions of adults. It's a lot of lesbian women that I have known that are lesbians because, I'm in the abuse groups because they have been sexually abused by men.
Yes.
And the same in return.
Yes.
For boys.
Yeah. Absolutely right.
Or sexually abused by women.
Right.
Because it is coming out that women are now becoming abusers.
Yes. And there's a lot of it was like,
so on top of that, and them going through puberty, trying to find ourselves, we are damning our kids. Come on, guys, we got to do better.
Right, and harming the boys of the future, really and truthfully.
The minds of the future, because it's not just the boys.
Right.
Because guess what? Women got to reproduce.